the leaderboards.
Really?
That's why rank is better number. Yeah, because if enough people win their game and go ahead of you and all that stuff, and it all jiggles around.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right, it's going to be Seeking versus KOES now, and it's going to be on FaymonVILLE again, lads. We're about to start, so let's get it on. Have you seen the loading screen, by the way, Ed? Have you seen it? It's really sexy.
No.
Now. Let me show you. Go on. You're obviously watching on my stream.
Yeah.
There's like a mod and there's a custom map, so I didn't want to risk it. But look at that. How sexy is that, man? Can't quite see the shirt.
Lol.
Let me just. Is there one that's just a mod? Oh, pure monitor. Here we go. I've got one that's pure monitor.
Pride to the post FX.
Look at that. It's sexy, isn't it?
Thank you. Yep.
Anyway, guys, let's get it on. And here we go. We are live in the third game of the special event today, King of the FaymonVILLE. And we have our challenger. He is indeed either the second or third best player in South Korea, depending on if Ashablar or Asiamint have retired, etc. It is indeed KOES playing as the OKW. I've got the mighty Ed 80Hz joining me today. And Ed, what do we know about Seeking Guy on FaymonVILLE?
We know he's up for a good challenge. He's already swatted one king aside, and he's taken the throne for himself.
Certainly has. And the counter at the bottom, by the way,
Kimbo should have gone earlier. So
yeah, he should have done better, shouldn't he?
WC51, and those cav riflemen, when they start popping, there's 1 CP, Matt. Look out for that power spike against Okadubs.
Definitely. Is it a good map for those cav rifles, though? Line of sight blockers, we got one here. We got a big-ass hedgerow here. And, of course, that one there, that still exists. And then we've got a new longer hedgerow in the middle here, Ed. This is way longer now. It's not a shot blocker now. So
yeah.
Which kind of means this house can't pin the fuel. I can imagine the cavs just launching behind there. And, yeah. I think... Go on, sorry.
I like what you've done with the... Or K-Pen, or who has ever done it, with the mid-house, that big shrubbery. Really nerfs Oster's MG, though.
Yeah, it should do. Stern Pioneers have found the rear echelon. They stay for a little while, just wanting to keep that fuel. Seeking, meanwhile, is capping the north, so all going well for him so far.
Yeah, went for double fuel cap to Seeking. That was thrifty, but good little push there from KOES. Stern Pioneer with Volt combo. You gotta go as pairs for your first big engagement as OKW, because you can't win 1v1 against the rifleman. So nice push off there from KOES.
And if you've seen it, Ed, I'll just reveal the Easter egg. Have I ever told you that there's some relic map maker randomly left a bit of this pier here? Well, we've now added a cow to it. There's the Easter egg.
There's a pontoon bridge built to him.
He is, exactly. It's like he's drifted
prime
out
Irish
there.
beef just floating around the pavement.
Oh, you're not worried about the cow, you're worried about the beef, I see. Riflemen push ahead, we've got Folks Grenadiers behind green cover there. So they're going to win that engagement. Seeking doesn't care, he pushes on. Meanwhile, Riflemen in the north are in a bit of a tense battle. We've got more guys joining the fray. No, that's Stern Pioneers on the retreat path, my bad. No red cover here anymore, but they're still going to have a good opportunity to get the kill.
I'm not really a huge fan of the no red cover, but
really?
I'll let you off that one. Yeah, because you don't get the speed bonus from the vehicles. So.
Yeah,
I think that's Twisted Tootsie just nerfed into oblivion. If he ever played.
He's already got overdrive. He's already got step on it. He wants the roads as well.
And it's free. No mealy cost for a step on it. Feels bad, man. But I like the little car south of the capture point for KOES. We just saw him utilize it with his Volks a minute ago. Below his fuel, the little car has been added in. No, another one. Bit more right, bottom right.
There.
Yes. Oh.
You're watching on stream delay, so I can appreciate. I've got Thompson's coming for the rifleman.
Yeah.
That's not his fuel, so he didn't help me. That's his cut-off.
I said south of there.
Anyway, Thompsons are coming in. running in like gazelles. Post Grenadiers backing away, trying to get to that heavy cover position they prepared. Well, that's double jeopardy. We've got a grease gun and the Thompsons now. A lot of close quarter combat action.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Seeking is aimed for. Just all-out aggression, getting that cut off. And he's playing OKW against OKW, you know what I mean? He's turning it on him.
It was a miscalculation there. KOES wanted to get the soft retreat and then the hard retreat around the heavy cover here, but he couldn't make it. It's unfortunate for him.
First wipe already, but will he lose the lieutenant? I don't think the stern piles are going to have enough damage because there's no red cover. Oh, lives with a pixel. So there we go. First wipe for Seeking, Matt, and he went the exact strat that I felt Kimbo needed to employ. For this map, Cap rifles, their timing windows is so good.
A lot of damage being done. Stern Pioneers and Foch Grenadiers forced back. He's gone for a very quick mechanized. His fuel's not quite there for a Puma yet, though, but maybe the ground is now aware that its days are numbered. Got to get his maximum output he can right now. This is its window of opportunity.
It's a long old way, though, to a Lux or Puma, so hopefully KOES can keep his cutoff till then. But he did force a lot of retreats from Seeking, so got him a minute or so of breathing space despite losing his 4 Folk. And that's why we build 4, because you'll always usually end up with 3.
3-end insurance policy, that's what it is, yeah.
Love to see an M20 mine when he gets the munis from Seeking. We'll see.
Healing and a Faust. Greyhound's going to have to pop the crew. Meanwhile, the Cav Rifles have gotten their 3rd kill and forced away the Foch Grenadiers back to base.
Yeah, and they're going to go straight for the cutoff. If he knows what's good for you. KOES can barely hold any map here. Yep, so.
I've seen a lot of USF players just repairing really aggressively these days, just for that time saving. They think they can do it. They buy time with the rifles like he just did. And then they just want to get the ground straight into combat. It's just a time saving mechanism.
Yeah, and I like you've got to credit Seeking's switch from 2v2 kind of mentality to 1v1. Look at him bottom capping the whole bottom side of the map in the west. That's just shows how he's adapted his game style. You know, he's using one little unit, rear echelon. They're not very combat efficient, but boy is he making worth of getting all those resources in for him and denying it from the enemy whilst he can.
Yeah, he's getting those shift commands off beautifully in the heat of battle. Easier said than done. Stern Pioneers and Foch Grenadiers holding the line here, but they are nerfed by the rifleman's positioning. Of course, the cover won't work in that direction. Trying to get this Faust off. Can he get it? No, Greyhound backs away. But look, this is the effect that Ed was talking about. So much capping's going on whilst this heated engagement. And to be honest, Seeking's winning this engagement, Ed. He's kept this fuel for a really long time. Yeah,
and the M20 is just plinking away. It's a mechanized sniper on wheels. It's horrendous to deal with until you get a Raketten. But the Lukes should be able to keep it in check. But yeah, the Stewart timing. Here we go. 7-minute talisman-esque window of the King Stewart. And that's with an M20 as well. Very good timing windows here for Seeking.
Very good. And if he wins this game, he'll increase his prize pot to $20. Just $10 increments for every game won. He could absolutely... Oh, rear echelon dies first. Squad wipe for KOES there. Obviously, it's only just a rear echelon, but it all helps. And now the Cav Rifles are in jeopardy. What is Seeking doing?
Absolute snipe from the Sternpires, but yeah. Good hold there from KOES, playing chicken with his Sternpires, but 1 out against the Cav Rifles. No healing, crucially, for Seeking for quite a while, although KOES got a problem with healing himself, but I do believe Seeking desperately needs to get to his ambo. Doesn't have the cheap ambo bulletins, so the cost of it.
This is nice, using the... Oh, he has got the Stewart. He doesn't need... I was just going to say he's protecting the M20, but he's got the Stewart as well now. It's that DevM style build order from back in the day. But it's instead of the... it is the M20, of course, and going straight into Stewart afterwards, so... Nice work.
Yeah, no M20 mine down, which is a bit sad to see, because, you know, KOES is having to spend munis on his healing. And when you see that, folks, when you see the mechanized, Get those mines down because Sternpower has another 30 munitions just to upgrade their sweepers. Real pain in the ass when you're trying to get STGs or any flame nades or Fausts. So if Seeking's really on the ball, I think he could get a cheeky mine down here and it will go unnoticed for a while.
For a fleeting moment, I thought you said a real pain in the ass when you've got STDs or... Right.
I may have said that, but...
Right. We got Raketenwerfer coming out from the east now, but these Volksgrenadiers may get slaughtered on their retreat path. They look like they're going to be fine.
Finally some Marvin Gaye healing for Seeking guy though. He was desperate for that for a while. No rear echelons, remember, so this fixie is going to have to be all via the vehicle operational crews instead. KOES has somewhat weathered the storm. He's got to the Raketten.
Yeah, he's just pushed forward into
yeah.
with the Stuarts into the Raketten's path, but he backs away in time. A lot of pressure being put down. This fuel's in jeopardy now. The Luke's only has 6 kills, not really been able to affect itself onto the battlefield as much as it'd like.
And it just shows you the pain that those rear echelons on that capping mission has caused KOES, but he did go for 4th Volk as well, Matt. So he's conserved manpower very well. Been pretty risk averse with his engagements, and rightly so, because he was on the back end of a Seeking-esque whiplash. But yeah, here we go. Stuart might drive straight into a Raketten. Oh, not enough small arms damage from the Lukes.
Fortunately not. Just needed one more perforation from the Lukes, but the Cav rifles are in all kinds of trouble. You've got Volksgrenadier fire and the Panzer II that's now reloaded. Oh, but it reloaded a little bit too late there.
Volks hit like kittens in early game. Oh, no damage. No STG on that squad. That's unfortunate, but very lucky for Cav riflemen to survive there. This KOES starts up on the western flank, so this is what he needed a bit of a breakout. And he's pushing that Lukes to the absolute limit. Seeking might have another nibble at him if he can get close. Here comes the Stuart.
He's going in on prioritized vehicle.
The perfect push time and Seeking ballsy stuff, but he knows there's no Volks around there.
There's one, just the 3-man here. He's got a Faust threatening, but he dodges it well. Seeking with an excellent push in there, and the kill.
Lets his Lukes die. He was out of dodge. You know, he's hidden by the shot blocker. Bit of a misplay there from KOES, but Seeking's bravery rewarded there, and a good push. But you could just see the writing on the wall. You could see his thought path before it was happening, but KOES can't see what we can see. Benefit of no fog of war for us map hacks.
It's all game sense, isn't it, from Seeking? He just had a real good feel that he could push in at that exact moment and find what he was seeking. And just good play. Very good play. KOES has survived, though, I tell you. He's done well on the victory point pressure as well. He's actually winning on victory points head. We're 12 minutes into this game. Had a lot. We haven't had much action on this part of the screen here, though, where the fuel and this current repairing them 20 are. I think maybe the redesign now with this sector being where the heavy cover is, maybe it pushes the engagements a little bit closer to over here with the negative cover but not being removed. So we might have just changed where the center is, it seems.
KOES hasn't clicked Command Panther yet, but we might see him use it. But he hasn't been able to utilize any of its abilities if he does click it. So he's had 8 CPs now. Think how many assaults he could have used, but I don't think Seeking used the attack map that much. So that
or he could. Infiltration nades are always useful, though. You know, I love those things.
So cheap. But right, Puma now out. This is gonna be a bit of trouble for Seeking Stuart. It's just a shame we couldn't get the wombo combo out of light vehicles for AKW at the same time.
Rifleman was in a little bit of jeopardy there. Pushed back. Thanks to one of the changes in the last 2 or 3 years. Anti-tank vehicles literally do nothing against infantry anymore. Wasn't always the case.
PTRS is sniping away.
Yeah. Well, I played some Code 1 the other day. Even like M10s and Hellcats snipe infantry and PACs snipe infantry now and again.
Yeah, I've been squad wiped by an SU-85 before. That felt pretty bad.
Oh, here we go. Stuart's going in for the Puma. Vision blocks it. Gets another shot in. That turret can't traverse anymore. Faust did not erupt and he was able to get away.
Yeah, we've still not seen an M20 mine that I can remember, so Seeking now just stockpiling all his munis, it seems. He could upgrade for the BARs. But pretty manpower starved. KOES done very efficiently on the old manpower trade. And for OKW, that's pretty hard. Else he may lose a squad. Expert AI soft retreat, though. Oh, check that moves out, Matt.
Yeah, nice. Very
The old
nice.
slip and slide and then retreat. Okay. Swag
Love to
points
see
for
it.
KOES.
You love to see it. There you go, folks. Going to use a little bit of manpower ready. That's a next level strike. As soon as he gets back to base head, he gets another man immediately. Amazing. Lieutenant Black blocked him. We do now have... this is what I wanted to see. This is the whole idea of the redesign, Ed. If you get 50 kills in this area now, you can just really control the center better. That's the idea, at least. Vision block again. Stuart goes in. Can it be another incredible foray by Seeking?
KOES just pushing too far with his Volks, away from his vehicles, so no screening.
Boomer's back, yo.
Oh. Yeah, but the Vicodin as well wasn't in place,
Oh!
so...
What a shot there! How did that miss? It hit just there.
Oh, Seeking. Playing with fire, going back in there, but pushing it to the limit.
Dun, 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 dun.
I do feel, though, Seeking's morale erodes over time, so if you can take him in deep waters, get him late game, and hit him with a hard all-in push. That is one way to get him, because early game is very ferocious, but you know, it takes its toll mentally and it will tire you out.
Grenades tossed by both players there. Was it? Does he have it as well? Yes, he does. Dueling nades. It's like one squad retreated for both teams.
This is where the bazooka of the lieutenant just stares at the the Puma for 7 years rather than shooting because he was suppressed. But sweepers up for KOES, that's important.
Oh, he's gone in again with the Stuart. Can he get the vision block off?
Oh, he gets the double tap. That is a bit... Oh, that is a bit cheesy.
We did have the M20 die elsewhere, though, Ed. Did that die through a Kettenwerfer? Yes, it did. The M20 died here, so... Although it was a bigger win, of course, Puma's a lot more expensive, but...
Yeah, but sadly, that's all down to... that stun round, I don't think has much of a reload after you've just done a normal shot. And,
oh! And the Stuart gets the kill on retreat there. Rifleman down. Sorry, Folks Grenadiers down after the Rifleman tossed a grenade, and then the Stuart finished it all off. So Seeking's looking really dominant. Now let's check the TAC map and just see that the map is turning a shade of blue. And on the stats, you can see he has parity on KD, which of course means it's very good for USF, really. And he is decidedly ahead now, Ed.
Yeah, despite being bled quite a bit on manpower, he's pushing ahead in terms of units now, and that's a second wipe on Volks. He is back to the magic number 3 still, KOES, so if you can get those Obers really late game and force this game later, you can still have a chance, but it's looking rough for the South Korean here.
You can get this Schwer up, he can start protecting his cutoff at least, maybe. But this victory point's been out of his hands for a while now, and he's definitely losing on the... But it's got a big bank of victory points, so Ed, oh my. This is the first time we've seen a triple cap all game, I think. It must have been.
Yeah, that was a scary time to get your pork and Schwer up, but he's going for it, and he's just about got enough troops to defend it. And double 50 cal from Seeking's just a slap in the face now at the moment. KOES. It'll be really hard to get back on the map, especially without a light infantry gun for smoke.
Oh! Stern Pioneer down to the Stuart. King Stuart now with 8 infantry kills, 2 vehicles destroys, and veterancy 3. And Folks Grenadiers about to die as well. This will be the end for KOES. He's put up a valiant effort, but this Stuart play from Seeking has been absolutely inspired.
Yep. Utilized all the abilities, and that, like I said, that pump action, double fast rounds from the Stuart twinned with its abilities was what made the difference against the Puma. And KOES can't upgrade his Schwer, And that's GG. Seeking holds his throne to the young South Korean pretender.
Isolation has you feeling blue. There's only one thing left to do. The patch is out, let's play Code 2. It's the Corona Cup. Isolation has you feeling blue. Ed says he'll be right back. He'll be back within a second. Let's get selecting on next players, eh? I think I've got everybody in chat. Pull that. And Happy Cat. Let's see if his computer's working. You need a computer to play Co.
It was played well, mostly in part from KOES there, but Seeking's aggression just paid off. Those timings of the Stuart pushes was majestic, and he just really punished KOES for some slight misplays. And losing the Lukes to continuing the vehicle around the building must have been a bit painful for him to take. But yeah, credit to Seeking. Holds on as the champ of FaymonVILLE at the moment.
It certainly does. And we've got possibly a 10-minute break, and then we'll be going to Happy Cat next. Happy Cat was the winner of the Patreon vote earlier, but KOES had to jump in because he couldn't get his computer working. Okay, yeah, he says he can play already. Okay. Yeah, I just need a little break, and then we'll get into this next game, which will be Seeking versus Happy Cat. Let's do heads or tails whilst we're here, though. Heads or tails. See if he gets north or south. Right, okay, so... so Happy Cat gets to decide if he's north as allies or south as Axis. And I think Seeking's feedback is going to be massive for this. Right, okay. Because he's played...
yeah, let's see Seeking South. That'll be interesting.
All right, then, Eddie. Speak to you in 5 minutes, mate. I'm going to have a little break myself.
Yep.
No.
Be right back, us.
All right, see you in 5 minutes, dudes. Bye-bye.